Hey guys, Miss Baker here, or Miss Russell, whichever you prefer. I really miss you and I wanted to create this YouTube channel for you. So I got tons of positive feedback from your parents, so if you can kindly thank them for this happening, that would be nice. This is the first video. I'm going to be reading a chapter a day from the Witch's book. I will also be helping y'all with y'all strategies, and when we produce homework for you, if you have any questions or anything, just contact me on here, and I can even show you how to make the some of the questions you're having difficult times with, or I'll even show you Think Aloud where I'm taking it as well, so you can remember the strategies we've been doing. Okay, so let's get started on our witches. The Witches by Roald Dahl. Let's recap a little about what happened. We know that the narrator is a boy and he is with his grandma and they went on vacation. So right now they are currently in the hotel and he just found out that he is in a room full of witches. Okay, so that is where we are at right now. I'm going to continue reading. It's called The Meeting. We are in the chapter The Meeting. So I know some of you actually have the books at home. So if you want to follow along with me, that is perfectly fine. Also, if you want to get online, there is a free PDF of this book. And so you go to Google and you type in The Witches by Roald Dahl online book PDF. And it's the first option and it's called coamed.pbworks.com. And if you click on that, we are on page 24 currently. And I'm starting with the meeting. So here we go. Now that the manager had gone, I was not particularly alarmed. What better than to be imprisoned in a room full of these splendid ladies? If I ever got to talking to them, I might even suggest that they come and do a bit of cruelty to children preventing at my school. We could certainly use them there. In they came, talking their heads off. They began milling around and choosing their seats. And there was a whole lot of stuff like, "Come and sit next to me, Millie dear," and "Oh, hello, Beatrice. I haven't seen you since the last meeting. What adorable dress you have on." I decided to stay where I was and let them go on with their meeting while I got on with my mouse training. But I watched them for a while longer through the crack in the screen, waiting for them to settle down. How many were there? I guessed about 200. The back rows filled up first. They all seemed to want to sit as far back from the platform as possible. There was a lady wearing a tiny green hat in the middle of the back row who kept scratching the nape of her neck. She couldn't leave it alone. It fascinated me the way her fingers kept scratching away at the hair on the back of her neck. Had she known somebody was watching her from behind, I'm sure she would have been embarrassed. I wondered if she had dandruff. All of a sudden, I noticed the lady next to her was doing the same thing. And the next one. And the next. The whole lot of them were doing it. They were all scratching away like mad at the hair of the backs of their necks. Did they have fleas in their hair? More likely it was nits. A boy at school called Ashton had nits in his hair last term, and the matron had made him dip his whole head in turpentine. It killed the nits all right, but it nearly killed Ashton as well. Half the skin came away from his scalp. I began to be fascinated by these hair-scratching ladies. It is always funny when you catch someone doing something coarse and she thinks no one is looking. Nose picking, for example, or scratching her bottom. Hair scratching is very nearly as unattractive, especially if it goes on and on. I decided it had to be nits. Then, the most astonishing thing happened. I saw one lady pushing her fingers up underneath the hair on her head, and the entire head of hair, lifted up all in one piece, and the hand slid underneath the hair and went on scratching. She was wearing a wig. She was also wearing gloves. I glanced swiftly around the rest of the now seated audience. Every one of them was wearing gloves. My blood turned to ice. I began to shake all over. I glanced frantically behind me for a back door to escape through. There wasn't one. Should I leap out from behind the screen and make a dash for the double doors? Those double doors were already closed and I could see a woman standing in front of them. She began forwarding and fixing some sort of metal chain around the 2 door handles. Keep still, I told myself. No one has seen you yet. There's no reason in the world why they should come and look behind the screen. But one false move, one cough, one sneeze, one nose blow, one little sound of any sort, and it won't be the witch that gets you. It will be 200. At that point, I think I fainted. The whole thing was altogether too much for a small boy to cope with. But I don't believe I was out for more than a few seconds. And when I came to, I was lying on the carpet and I was still, thank heavens, behind the screen. There was absolute silence all around me. Rather shakily, I got to my knees and peered once again through the crack in the screen. So we are done for today. Okay, I want you to be using your reading strategies right now. So let's make a connection. And you can put them in the comments down below. Or whatever. I don't know the saying. Anyhow, let's make a connection with the text that we just read. Okay. Obviously, we have never been in a room full of witches. Okay. But how can you connect to maybe the narrator, the boy, feeling nervous or scared or frightened about something going on? Or being in a place you shouldn't be because it's dangerous, right? Or even seeing people with lice going on. I know we've had that connection at school as well. So make a connection with the text and put it down below, okay? Also visualize. What do you visualize while reading this, or Ms. Baker reading this out loud to you, okay? So, and if you have any imagery going on in your head, type it down below. Okay, so today we're just going to be working on making connections and making visuals as a reader. Any that you have on the chapter that we just read, post it. And let me know if you're enjoying this, if this helps you. I'm going to try and keep the video short for now. Okay, and if y'all want to see anything, let me know. And our challenge for today, it is beautiful weather outside. Okay. So I want you to go outside and you create a new exercise. Okay. So you're going to create the exercise. You can even, I think, if I'm not lying, post the video of the exercise happening down below. If you can't, you have to give step-by-step instructions for the reader on how to do that exercise. And you get to name your exercise. Okay. It can be done inside or outside, whichever you prefer. But challenge is create your own new type of exercise and instruct the readers how to do it. Okay. I really miss you guys tremendously. You have no idea. I miss all my kiddos. I miss our talks. It's very weird just sitting here talking to a screen. So I wanted to tell you I miss you very much. I hope to see you very soon. And keep everyone, if you do not pray, keep everyone in your thoughts. Wish as well. I love you very much. I will see you later.